Hey guys, Kerry Knoll here with you again. I've got another new product I want to introduce you to. It's called Effortless SSL Profits by Luther Landro. I'm showing you the sales page right here. This is something that you may have heard of in the past, you may have seen in the past, but it's getting more and more prevalent because basically Google has postponed some of the penalties for not having a secure website, which means having an SSL certificate. And what they're doing here is what I'm showing you here. Basically, 90% of websites will be affected by Google's SSL not secure warning, and business owners are paying anywhere between $500 and $5,000 to anyone who can fix it. Now I know that $5,000 is a little bit of maybe a little unrealistic price tag for getting something like this fixed. It just depends on the type of business, how much money they make, that sort of thing. But 500 is definitely a very viable payment that you can make for fixing this for a business owner. And as you can see here, this is what it will look like. It'll say like not secure with an exclamation point and the domain, right? And this is just some proof of income of him making money selling this service to local business owners. And he talks about having like a 60% conversion rate from cold email. And so he's showing you a few examples of those emails. What he writes to them is, as far as the headline, why is your site unsecure? And then people responding and wanting him to provide his SSL and website security services. So there's in his program, again, there's no hard selling, no technical setup, no cost to get started. In fact, here's a few articles pulled out from certain publishers about the problems with SSL and not being secure websites. Of course, there's more information about the importance of how SSLs keep everybody visitors information safe and how they trust that more than others. So you can see his plan to add this warning to every single form on web pages that don't have SSL. Alright, so they're going to say something like this: not secure. How this is going to affect every form on the website, including credit card forms. Alright, websites will end up losing orders and revenue. Email and lead forms, businesses will lose leads and customers. Search and contact forms, websites will lose traffic and engagement. The bottom line is websites without SSL certificate will be filled with warning labels, rendering them useless to business owners. So, fact, over 90% of websites do not have an SSL certificate. All right, this is that whole Google originally planned to release this update in October 2017. They said to push it back on the release date because of just how many websites will be affected. Right, so they want to give business owners and website owners a chance to get their site secure. Google hasn't stopped. This hasn't stopped Google from having SSL affect their search rankings. Sites without SSL certificates have been quietly dropping off of their front page, while sites that have a certificate installed have been seeing an immediate boost in rankings. So you can see that there as well. And then it's very simple to find websites that have this problem. In fact, this is what you can punch into Google. You can just put in whatever niche in a city, and then this -IN URL:/HTTPS, and it'll find websites that are not secure. Alright, and he says every biz here needs these results. These results need an SSL certificate. Okay, hope that gives you some idea about what this is. But basically, most website owners don't have secure sites. They need secure sites. It's an easy fix for you. One of the coolest things about it is there is white label services that provide secure socket layer certificates or SSL certificates to a website, and so you can do this basically completely hands off. And he shows you exactly which white label provider he uses, and how to avoid problems when reselling SSL certificates, right? So he's got here you are, four traps. Problem 1, not white labeled. Problem 2, no installation service. Problem 3, not offering high-end certificates. Problem 4, no support. All right, and then he says himself and some of his students have been selling certificates since Google first announced this change. And of course, they've dealt with almost every problem imaginable, wasting money on dozens of resellers who failed to deliver, dealt with rejection, spam complaints, attempting to sell over email and cold calls, lost customers for pricing the certificates too high, missed out on profits for pricing too low. Okay. After 8 months in the trenches selling SSL certificates to business owners who need them, they sort out what works best from what doesn't. The best Google hacks to find clients and the lead source to get their direct contact info, educating prospective clients basically with email templates that get business owners asking to buy a certificate from you. The best white label SSL providers that offer one-click install where you get a 500% margins and 24/7 supports. Okay, so you know if you've been privy to this before, like I said about SSL certificates and securing websites, what Luther has here is he is doing none of the work himself. He's basically outsourcing all of it to this white label provider, and you know that alone, if you're doing this and you've been doing this, is probably worth the price of admission all by itself. Just knowing which white label SSL provider Luther recommends and uses will save you a lot of time, which means you can do this a lot faster, which is also puts this right into my category of micro automated services, like doing the social posting and other things where basically you could scale this out and up to as many clients as you can possibly find to say, yes, I want you to install a certificate for me and secure my website. Because if you're not doing it and you're just handing it off to another white label SSL provider, you're basically not doing any of the work yourself, which means you're freeing up your own time to, you know, just keep finding more and more customers. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then of course, you know, this is his profit system, the Effortless SSL profit system, and you can read all about that. I'm not going to go through all of it, but just giving you some more of the sales page so you can see what's all involved here. It's pretty much as simple as pie overall, and even if you have to install it yourself, it's not very difficult to do. Or if you want to do it yourself, it is not. You can always ask me and follow up with me because I've done it many times for all my websites, so I can walk you right through the process pretty much without any issue. Okay, so again, this is live right now, I believe. If it's not, it will be by 6 a.m. Eastern Standard, or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is going to be on a dime sale. I believe it starts at $27 and goes up from there. I've got an incredible 100% congruent bonus for you below this video. Please check it out. And you know, I think you guys will see that this is one of those things that you should definitely take advantage of. Okay. Yep. There's the buy button. $27. Okay. So again, you know, this is all about securing websites with SSL, but what Luther provides is his complete system with the prospecting that he does, how to get 60% of those folks to basically say yes to you, locating those sites who are not secure, right, plain and simple, and then basically providing a white label service provider to do the work for you, where you pay them like $100, you charge your client $500, and you make $400 for basically arbitraging the work to somebody else. It's that simple. I think you should take a look at it. I highly recommend it, and that's all I have for you. So I appreciate you guys, as always, taking the time to watch my review videos, and I will speak with you real soon. Take care.